Pryority Male family, what do you miss about life before the internet? If you can recall or remember that. Some of y'all that follow me may be too young to recall that. But for those that are my age and older, Gen X and older, what do you miss about life before the internet? I'm going to share 5 things that I miss. But I'm going to just say this. Before this Wi-Fi, we were fly as hell. I don't know what's going on in this world today. Let's talk about it, y'all. Back in the day, what I like to call the good old days, where we didn't have all this technology and creature comforts and all these advancements you see in the world today, we actually sat down and talked to one another, had made eye contact and had conversation. And it helped the day flow and go by. And we learned something about people. We didn't have Google. Our Google was a card catalog, and then you still had to go find a damn book to get the information from that. We didn't have memes, but if there was a memorable moment, trust me, it was here. We may not could see it again, but it was show here. But we talked about it forever, even to this day. And we didn't get unsolicited opinions in the comment section from some random ass stranger like y'all do today. If we saw somebody in the street that disrespected us and had something to say, we handled that shit right then. We didn't wait to go to no comment section and hide behind these screens. And screen time back in my time meant a whole different thing than what it means today. That was an old beat up box from Blockbuster or Movie Gallery, and you sat down in front of the floor model TV to watch whatever that flick was you was gonna watch. That was our screen time. Now let's take a moment and let me share with you 5 things that I appreciate from the good old days that no longer exist. No red receipts, no pressure. So if you missed the call, as I stated in the video yesterday, and you didn't have caller ID, you didn't know who called. You missed that damn call. And guess what? You wouldn't get no alert. There wasn't no voicemail unless you had a home answering machine. And a lot of us didn't have that. But this shit here today, red, look at this message. Hey, red at 9:33. Are you mad at me? I saw you read this message. What kind of shit is this? We didn't have that. And I missed that. And mixtapes were literally love letters. And if someone made a mixtape for you, oh, you were special and this was serious. Don't try to play me close. Yeah, you know what's up with this. I made you a mixtape. You better get with it. There wasn't no Spotify playlist you sent to somebody. You took time to find the right tape, to find the right songs, and to press record and rewind. And you had to get that rewind and record right, because if you didn't, you messed up the whole vibe on the transition points on this mixtape. And news came on once a day. You got news once a day. It's either 6 o'clock or 10 o'clock. You might have watched the 12 o'clock news, but if you was in school, you ain't had time for that. But we are inundated with alerts 24/7, especially with this clown fest going on right now. Yes, tell me, am I the only one phone vibrating every 10 seconds? And you get an executive order, and you get an executive order, and you get an executive order every damn 10 seconds. Ain't nobody got time for this. And photos were a commitment. Who know about these right here, these disposable cameras? Yeah, you didn't get no do-overs. There wasn't no filters. And if you blinked or didn't smile right in that video, hell, you weren't gonna know for about 10 days because you had to wait, drop it off, and go pick it up. So, yeah, you had 24 chances to get that damn photo right. Not all this stuff y'all got today with all these filters and shit. No. Back in the day, you had to be committed to this photo. And the freedom of nobody knowing where you were at back in the day. You know, this was a player's paradise. Yeah, players, don't try that today with all these electronic attachments on you, because they're going to find your ass. But yeah, back in the day, you could just fall off the grid and nobody knew. And you just pop back up and surprise everybody. But everybody was cool with it because we weren't tracking you like they tracking us today. These damn phones, these cars, these laptops, all this shit, it's telling on you. Everything you do, everything you search, every step you take, everything you listening to. Yes, trust me, it's recording. So yeah, I miss the days of where I didn't have all these attachments and we could just disappear. Now I must admit though, the internet has its benefits, and it has given us access to things in modern life today that we never would have had access to. And with that, I can't knock it. However, I do miss the quieter times in the good old days when we weren't screen-addicted zombies as we are today. And this sums it up for me. 15 years ago, the internet was an escape from the real world. Now, the real world is an escape from the internet. I'm going to be in the real world, y'all. I'll holler at y'all soon. Peace and blessings.